Similar. You have to have an ANA titer of at least 1 to 180 on a particular type of cell at least one time. And then you have to have another group of criteria and a certain point system. For lupus, there are 7 clinical domains they look at, 3 immunologic or like blood work domains. You have to have 1 of the clinical and 10 plus points. So again, a point system to be diagnosed with lupus. So we think lupus comes from epigenetic alterations. This is when you have DNA, you have a certain code in your nucleus, but there are switches, there are on-off switches on certain portions of the DNA. If the wrong ones get turned on or turned off, you can end up with lupus. So it's not necessarily the genes themselves, it's the epigenetics or the methylation of the DNA, and that can be affected by your diet, by your toxin exposure, by mental stress, things like that. If you have certain vitamins or minerals in low supply, you can have epigenetic alterations. Again, thought to be triggered also by environmental and hormonal factors if you're susceptible. So if your genes and your epigenetics are in the right position and then you get exposed to EBV, you could end up with lupus, okay? Recurring environmental factors seem to be important. It's very pro-inflammatory. Of course, there's loss of tolerance, which we know that. And we think T cells play a big role, okay? And then there are defects for lupus in both the innate and the adaptive. So it'll hit you on both sides of your immune system. And lupus has multiple different subtypes. This isn't a talk specific to lupus.